I don't always give titles to my homilies, but this one I thought might be a question you've asked yourself. What's so ordinary about ordinary time? When we speak of ordinary time, it does not mean just plain ordinary, boring time. Ordinary comes from the Latin word ordinalis, ordered, in sequence, in time. In ordinary time, we track the life of our Lord Jesus Christ, especially his 3-year mission over the course of the church year. Today, we follow Jesus as he leaves the southern region of Judea where he was baptized. We heard about that last week. John the Baptist has just been arrested by Herod Antipas, and Jesus' early ministry is at risk if he remains in the Southlands. Therefore, Jesus relocates to the country of Galilee in the north, where the people who sit in darkness have seen a great light. To sit in darkness is to be spiritually blind, not knowing God or what he wants. It is a land overshadowed by death whose people live fearfully under the tyranny of their own mortality. A great light must appear, must shine on them because they have no light of their own. Christ, according to the Old Testament prophet, is the light that has arisen for them. It is here that Jesus begins to preach. Ordinary time also follows those who respond to Jesus. Today, Jesus calls his first 2 disciples, Simon Peter and Andrew. This isn't their initial encounter with the Lord. The Gospel of John tells us that earlier, mere days after Jesus' baptism in Judea, they meet and follow him. But after John the Baptist's arrest, Peter and Andrew go back to Galilee and return to their old trade of fishing. Writers over the centuries suggest that they must have been in a dark place and stepped back from God. It makes sense if you track the life of Peter, who you see a number of these reversals, missteps, and sitting in darkness. 2 or 3 times he seems to crawl back to the comfort of his fishing trade. Yet Jesus keeps showing up, calling him, encouraging him to return to the light of faith and hope. The morning star arises again and again in Peter's heart until he finally gets it. Ordinary time is also about you. You are called to relate the Gospels to your own experiences of faith. Perhaps you are on a journey similar to Peter's. You feel at times as if you walk in darkness. And over the years, the Lord comes to you with the word that is always the same: come after me. Like Andrew and Peter, James and John who leave their nets, he calls you to let go of whatever comforts keep you in the dark. He calls out, take a step. Jesus is no less present today than he was in Galilee with the 4 fishermen. Follow me, he continually invites. Let me turn your life into a sacrament. You too can in your own way become a fisher of men. This idea of Christ being with you right now, reaching out to you, calling on you, is very important to our worship and liturgy. I wanted to read something from the Constitution on the Sacred Liturgy of the Second Vatican Council. Christ is always present to his church, especially in the actions of the liturgy. He is present in the sacrifice of the Mass, in the person of the minister. It is the same Christ who formerly offered himself on the cross, who now offers himself by the ministry of priests, and most of all under the Eucharist. He is present in the sacraments by his power in such a way that when someone baptizes, Christ himself baptizes. He is present in his word, for it is he himself who speaks when the Holy Scriptures are read in the church. Finally, he is present when the church prays and sings, for he himself promised, where 2 or more gather in my name, I am there in their midst. Let's take about a minute to meditate on these thoughts.